So I was gonna make a more professional style of video for this topic, but I'm really comfortable with vlogging style, so I'm gonna just go ahead and do this, no editing, and yeah. So some of you have had your suspicions about something being wrong here. And you know, someone kept asking over and over and over and over again, and it was low-key very annoying, especially when someone is going through something and they keep asking you like, what's wrong? Like, if someone's not ready to talk about it, then why you keep like pursuing it? You know, why you keep bothering it? Like, why you keep just bringing it up? You know, it's very annoying to do that, by the way. But, you know, the time has come. So my dad passed away on December 19. Well, I mean, December 22, 2019. And it still hurts a lot. You know, obviously it's not the same pain that I felt in the first year, but deep down in my soul, it hurts every day. There's not a day that goes by that, you know, I don't think about my dad. Like, every day, you know, I think about my dad. And why you guys think like it took me so long to talk about it? Because it hurts, you know. He was my dad, my father, my coach. He was always my coach, especially because he coached us since I was like 15 to like I believe 18 years old. We came out champions with him as my dad, as being the coach, which is right here. This is the trophy that we would have had more trophies, but that team stole it from us because they were very mad, and yeah, they were being very petty. And you know, he was my sensei. You know, he would always give me like just good wisdom in life and how to behave on what's right and what's wrong, and you know, be humbled, you know, especially when you start receiving things. And if you start getting blessed with things, it's good to give back, you know, like don't expect anything back, but it's good to give, you know. And just so many things, man. Like, he was my trainer. He was my boss in welding. He taught me how to weld. He taught me how to cut metal. He taught me like a lot of things, people. Like a lot of things, especially in this new generation that people don't know. He showed me a lot of life skills that I can do if I ever needed money. You know, like for example, I'm not a welder right now, but if I had to, I had to. And there was nothing else in this world that I'm like, man, like, I'm a personal trainer now, and let's say personal training wasn't going good for me, and my other side job wasn't going good for me, then I have something to come back to, which is welding, which is, you know, I like it, but it's not my best thing that I want to do. You know, I want to be obviously a trainer. But anyways, you know, he was my everything, man. My best friend, my friend. Man, we talked about so much shit, like, it's crazy because there's things I know I would tell my dad, and he would tell me that I know there's not a lot of people with that connection. Like, he was really truly my best friend. Like, hablamos así pura verga, así que ser, you know, like just like a homie, you know, like vale verga eso, hombre, ¿por qué lo vamos a hacer? You know, like shit like that. Like, that's the same connection I want to have with my son or daughter or whatever they want to name themselves, you know. I want to have that connection because love, he always gave me love. He always gave me tough love, which is the reason why I am who I am today, you know. Which is the reason he left me this house, people. He came to this country illegally, you know, let's just say it, illegally. He got his certificates as a welder. He learned English. He bought a house. He bought cars. Like, bro, look at everything he left me. Like, I have to do 20, 50, 100 times better than he did. Because if he was able to do that much without not even being in his own country, then imagine what I can do. Me knowing damn English, me knowing that, you know, I have a citizenship here, that, you know, I can't, it's not like they'll send me back to like Mexico or obviously Guatemala, right? Not Mexico, but you guys get me. Like, we kids, there's a reason why our parents brought us here. Like, no matter what anyone says, this country is very, very a big blessing compared to many other countries. This country will give you so many things. That's why our parents came here. Yes, the cost is obviously a lot, but if you work hard, you will get what you get, you know? You will get what you earn. So, anyways, he taught me how to be a responsible man. And yeah, he left me with this house, and you know, he taught me to always save money, which I always did. I always took that advice. Since I was a little kid, I was always good at saving money. Like, even if I had like $500, like I would spend like $100 and keep $400 for saving. You know, like that's how you save money, you know, because you never know when situations like this happen, people, literally, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. There's a reason why you guys don't see so many people in my videos no more. Like, there's a reason why I really don't fuck with a lot of people anymore, because when the time came, I saw everyone in their true colors. There was people telling me, oh yeah, I'm gonna help you out, you know, for the funeral, this and that, and they never gave anything. And there was people who I thought they would be there, especially at that moment in my life, and they were actually more, you know, basically more distant. They became more distant. I saw who they really were. And you know, sometimes you guys are like, oh, why don't we see this? Why don't we see that? Well, people, because I don't like fucking with fake people anymore. Like, everything is done, people. Like, whoever is not in my life right now, put it like this, is out of my life. It's that simple. Yes, it gets very lonely at times because, you know, obviously you miss having like those friends that you will be able to joke with, but it's not worth it, man. It's not worth it in the long run, because they will turn their back against you again later, you know. So my dad taught me how to be a lone wolf. My dad was always a very lone wolf. He taught me how to be a lone wolf. You know, he taught me that, you know, fucking just, you gotta grab your balls tight sometimes, and you gotta do what you gotta do as a man, you know. Yeah, you don't think like some of your parents, like they would like to cry or would like to scream to the world like, why this, why that? But they don't, because they know they have to take care of responsibility. That's why we as kids, or as their kids, you know, children, we have to do better so we could take care of them. Like, my goal is to retire my mom. I want to retire my mom. You know, I want to get her nice shit. I want to get her shit that she would never even imagine to have, because I wanted to retire my dad, but, you know. So this is like a little recuerdo right here of my dad. It's not the best right now, people. Obviously, you know, one day it's gonna be very, very like more legit, people. Like, this is legit. You get me? Don't get me wrong, but yeah, man. Like my dad, man, and he had this in his room. He taught me always to believe in God, and honestly, without God, it would be very hard, to be honest. But that's another story, right? You know. And I know my dad's doing better now. Like, people, I believe my dad got COVID in the beginning, like right when it was like before it even like started getting in the media. Like, my dad just got really sick and he passed away in Guatemala when he went to go visit. You know, he died over there, and it's kind of weird because I remember one time we were talking and I was like, damn, Dad, like, where would you like to, like, you know, die? Like, we were just talking about it. Like, would you like to get burned, this and that? And he told me, like, I would like to die in my country. And it's weird how it happened, because he did die in his country. And in a way, I don't know. In a way, it's like good that, like, that he passed away in another country, like, because I didn't get to see him die, people, and I think that would have really affected me. It would have, like, made me had a lot of trauma in my life. But I didn't get to see him pass away I didn't really even get to talk to him at the last couple days, but I know at the end of the day, he did what he had to do. You get me? He said and did everything he had to do as a father. And I don't blame him one bit for not even like talking to me, because it's probably what I would do with my son or daughter. Like, if I was dying, I wouldn't tell him. Why tell them? You know, why even make them sad? Maybe they're doing something very important in their life, and maybe they're doing school. Who knows? Maybe they're at work, and that would really mess them up, you know, psychologically. And yeah, they're gonna find out obviously when they pass away, but sometimes it's just better that way. I don't know what to think about that situation, but yeah, it's weird. Like, one of the last things my dad said too was like, you're gonna have to learn to basically be a man and start needing me. Like, you're gonna have to start making your own what's it called? Yeah, like, you're just gonna have to start doing your own things without you always asking me if this is right or this is wrong. Like, you learn to think for yourself, basically. Like, you have a fucking brain. Usa esta mierda, hombre. He would always tell me that. Tienes esto. Like, people, everything in this world, if you want to be rich, if you want to do this and that, everything is already here in this world. All you got to do is really think. Use your brain. Do something that no one has ever done. I don't know. There's so many things, man. But anyways, I miss my dad every day. I really, truly do. You know, like, obviously, you know, some of you guys know how close I was to my dad. You know, this is his room. He would always be right here. Like, I don't even sleep here. Like, I haven't even slept here, man. I am eventually. I still sleep in my room. I know, it's weird, but it's just hard. It's just hard. But, yeah, people, like, no matter what, sometimes when you're fighting with your parents, this and that, or like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And, you know, it happens. Obviously, it happens. But at the end of the day, love each other, because you never know what's the last thing you're really going to tell each other, or the last thing. You don't want to leave with like a bad vibe, and then something happens to that person, you know, and then you never had your chance to say sorry, or that's not how you really felt. It was just at the moment. And, you know, you don't want to leave with that, people. You always want to leave in good terms with everybody, because you never know when it's someone's last day, man. This could be my last day, and, you know, that's why I'm telling you guys everything. Like, life is not guaranteed. Like, I personally believe I'm going to live up to a long time, but am I? Like, am I really? Like, I ain't God, bro. Like, I don't know if I am, right? But I believe I have so many things I gotta help people with. This is why I want to be a trainer, because my dad had diabetes, and I believe the COVID like basically made his immune system so weak to the point where, I mean, he died with bronchitis, obviously diabetes, what was it, the other one? I forgot the other one, but like, there's a reason why I'm a trainer. I want to help people prevent diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, strokes. Like, people don't see it that serious until they get there. And people don't also realize that the US, like the overall US, like government, they love sick people because they get money every month. $400, $400 for the insulin, or for the pills, or for whatnot, right? For whatever it is, they're getting constant money. They love getting sick people, man. And I'm here, I want to help people prevent that. Like, people don't understand. My dad would always be like, man, like, having diabetes is not life. He would always have to be injecting himself. And it was horrible. Like, I would see him get very sick at times. Like, his sugar would get low, or it would be too high. Like, it was very hard. Like, it's not as easy as people make it seem. Like, it's not easy. You're not going to be able to do everything you were once able to do. Like, your body dies every day since you have diabetes, this and that. Like, yeah, you can control it, but as you get older, it only gets worse, people. And it's better to prevent it, you know? I want to be here for anyone who needs help. I don't care about the fame. I don't care about the money. I want to help you understand that that shit ain't life, man. Diseases, diabetes, being obese, that shit is not life, man. It's not. I don't care what anyone says. Because once you get sick, that's it. Your life will never be the same. You won't ever be able to eat like, oh, I want to be able to eat that cake. Like, my dad wouldn't be able to say that. He would have to be like, I'm going to have to get a little piece because of my sugar levels, you know? It's not fun. It's not. He couldn't even drink. Like, I never even drank with him. Like, I never even had one beer with my dad because that's what basically gave him diabetes. Was that he went like, I don't know, 3 weeks straight without eating, and he just drank alcohol. Like, you know, I'm sure he was depressed, obviously. And, you know, that's another thing, being depressed. Like, people, if you're ever depressed, talk to me, man. I've been depressed. There was a point where I wanted to kill myself because of my insomnia. I went like, literally like 4 to 6 months not being able to sleep right, having 2 to 3 hours of sleep every day. Like, that shit ain't no joke. Thank God I'm better now. Like, that's one thing I asked for the universe, was to definitely, like, I don't care about the money, this and that, but please, please let me sleep, because I wasn't being able to be myself. Anyways, I just want to leave here with saying that love your parents, have fun with them, you know, stop bitching so much, just do it. Like, whatever they ask, just fucking do it, man. I remember when I would bitch that my dad would be like, oh, tenemos que trabajar hoy. And I'll be like, man, but I want to make a video. So I'll be giving my dad a hard time. And, you know, it's crazy, but how much I wish I could have my dad scream at me like one last time. But yeah, man, like, it's hard, people. I miss my dad. I will always love you, Dad. And yeah, man, this is like my new poster one of my homies gave me, you know. It has my logo. And this is another thing I'm into, people. My life has completely changed, man. Like, I'm into whole new things I would never even imagine I would be in. I'm into stocks, I'm into investing, I'm into option trading. I'm a day trader now. I want to figure out ways to make money, and I want to figure out ways to help people make money, you know. And people don't really understand, especially us Hispanics, man. But we're so used to just saving money in the bank, knowing damn well that the money inflates every damn year. Like, for example, eggs next year could be $3. But you could still be making the same amount of money you made last year. So if anything, your money's lowering in value. That's why I've been in people. I know, like, I'm not a financial advisor or anything, but man, I want to help people start thinking a little bit better, man. Putting your money in a savings account, like, it's cool. It's always good to save money. It's always good to have money there, like cash to grab. Okay, let's not get that wrong. But if you want to be wealthy or just living a better life, it's good to invest in assets like real estate, stocks, even an index fund, mutual fund. Like, a lot of people don't know about shit like this because they don't want us to know, you know, and we gotta find out for ourselves. So, you know, the more knowledge I get, the more I'm gonna try to help people out. But yes, people, that's for another topic. But yes, I am a day trader now, because I had to be. I have to learn ways to have multiple streams of income, which I already do, but I need more. It's never enough, people. I'm never gonna settle now. Like, for everything my dad accomplished, I gotta do 100 times better, and I know he would want me to do 100 times better, because he always wanted me to be better than him in any way, even in soccer. But in soccer, he was on another level, man. My dad just had the natural talent. Everyone who knew my dad in soccer, they knew. Like, my team has seen my dad score literally from half field with a free kick. Like, my dad's punteria was crazy, man. Like, I have good accuracy, but my dad had like power in his accuracy. Yeah, and he was a lefty, bro. Number 10 lefty. I was number 7, right? Ronaldo, you know. Yeah, but there's so many things I could talk about, but I think that's it, man. Like, just enjoy your loved ones while they're here. Try to laugh with them more. That's crazy because a lot of us like to think money is everything, but in reality, I told myself I would literally give up everything I have just to have my dad back. Obviously healthy, not with diabetes, because he was suffering at the end, especially. So money really isn't everything, man. Everything I remember with my dad was memories and all the good times we would laugh. And me and my dad had dark humor. Like, this is the reason I have a lot of dark humor, is because of my parents. Even my mom, she'd be saying shit that I'm like, damn. But I'm like, hey man, I love that shit. Like, man, it's good to have fun, good to imagine shit. Shit is never gonna happen, but it's just funny. You know, it's funny to me anyways. But I miss you, Dad, and I'm gonna do you proud. I promise you.